Here's a secret I think players of all speeds can get behind. It's how to make your basketball move slower to seem faster. I'm gonna go over how to use it to blow by your defenders with your first step, how to use a step back slow to create separation for shots, and also how to go into a crossover, break ankles, change directions. Make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon to catch the newest videos the second they come out. The reason these will work well is if you're always moving 100 miles an hour, your defender can adjust your speed and they're ready to react. But by going slow, you can put them to sleep, inch your way into, get into position so you can get close to them, and now it's easier to get past them. Versus if they're jumpy on everything you do, they're gonna be able to shift in front of you more easily because they'll see it coming, or they'll start moving before you can ever even get close to them, and again, it's harder to beat them. So let's talk about your first step. You wanna step slow with the opposite foot of the hand that's dribbling. So left hand dribbling, right foot, so now the ball is protected. You also wanna make sure you keep your weight on your back leg. The reason for that is if they jump on this for some reason, you could just pull this leg back in, you're in good control, can get an easy shot off. But let's say they don't react. All you gotta do is shift your weight onto this front leg now, pop that dribble at the last second, and you're in great position to explode past them since you're so close. But how you do that dribble is really, really key. You don't wanna take this whole dribble hard because again, that'll cue off the defender that you're thinking about driving. So what you wanna do is take the dribble slow with the arm motion until the very last second, and your hand gets to about here, about waist to knee height. Snap the wrist hard, snap the elbow down to get that last bit of power so you can float the basketball up and start covering ground on that next step to beat your defender. Let's talk the step back. James Harden does this really well. You wanna make sure when you're taking this first step back that it's the same side foot as the hand that's dribbling the basketball, so now you have protection over the basketball. You also wanna make sure you're keeping this foot low to the ground, so if your defender starts reacting to this movement, boom, you can put that foot down, push off, and explode past them, so you're always ready. Even though you're moving slow, you're in control and you're ready. Besides that, the only other key is the second you get this foot down, if they aren't reacting, just bring the second foot in quick and go into that shot. If they are reacting, make the quick read. If they're coming to this side, just blow by them this way. If they're coming more to this side, you'll probably want to use it between the legs to give the basketball a little protection with your leg to blow by them. The only other key you'll want to pay attention to is how you're dribbling the basketball. If you watch James Harden or even sometimes Kyrie, when they do this setup, they don't dribble the basketball super hard, right? Same thing that we just did with the attack. Slow, and then that last second pop to get the basketball back into your hands, up at waist height again so you can quickly go into that shot. Finally, the crossover. This one's gonna be like your first step, but the footwork's different. You're gonna step with the same side foot as the hand that has the basketball forward, and you also wanna pay attention to your ball positioning. Keep it more behind your hip so it makes it harder for the defender to get to the basketball. Now this one you especially gotta make a read with. If you take this step here, again, keeping your weight a little more on this back foot, toes touching the ground, but if you make this step and the defender doesn't react, well, it wouldn't make sense to cross over. You'd put the basketball right into the defender, so then you would just pop the ball down and go forward. But a lot of times if you hit the defender with this, they're gonna shift. Now, whether the defender reacts to this step or not, you wanna bend down into this leg a little bit, because that's gonna do two things. That's gonna give a little bit of an extra fake to get the defender to either A, shift if they haven't yet, or B, shift even more. But on top of that, it's gonna give you power to push off onto this leg and cover some ground. Besides that, just snap the dribble hard, make sure you swing that shoulder joint across and use that wrist to produce power. Now, if you really want to get the body control, flexibility, and ball control with your handles to take this stuff next level, click the top link in the description down below. That's a free workout that's helped thousands of players, and I'm sure it'll help you too. Also, make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon to catch the newest videos the second they come out, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what else you want to see from the channel. I'll see you in the next one.